Maximizing your Social Security benefits is an absolutely crucial element of retiring. For at least half of Americans, Social Security is their largest asset. Now, people don't typically think of it that way, but it's for a lot of people, the majority, it's bigger than their 401k, it's bigger than the equity in their house. It can be easily $500,000 or more for a single person, easily well over $1 million for a married couple. So getting this decision right is absolutely critical. Uh, so getting this decision right is absolutely critical. I like to tell the story that Tom Hegna taught to me, which is called the Waffle House Decision. Now, every morning you go in to a Waffle House or a McDonald's, Chick-fil-A, whatever, and you'll typically see a group of old men. They're sitting around, they're discussing the weather, they're talking about their wives. And if you walked up to them and asked, when should I take my Social Security? To a man, they're going to say age 62. Now, why? Well, they're going to say because Social Security is on shaky ground. Well, it is, but I'm sure we'll fix it one day, probably at the very last minute. And then they'll also say, well, what if you get hit by a bus or have cancer and you never actually collect because you were planning on postponing it? Well, that could happen too. But the thing is when they all reflexively tell you age 62, they don't know anything about your personal finances, your health, your family's health. They don't know anything about you or your life or whatever. They all just say age 62. And 62 very well may be the correct answer for you. But you really need to sit down and think about your particular situation and how social. You really need to sit down and think about your particular. Shit. You really need to sit down and think about your particular situation and how Social Security fits into the grand scheme of things. You got to think about how long you're going to work. You got to think about when you want to retire, what kind of lifestyle you want to have. What are you trying to do in retirement? Do you want to just play with the grandkids? Do you want to work part-time during that? All of these pieces have to be considered. So I want you to get the most out of Social Security. I want you to get the most out of Social. I want you to get the most out of Social Security. You've been paying into it for all these years. So you need to make an educated decision going into this. If you would like help on Social Security claiming strategies, I've got some great resources, one of which is me, and you can reach me. One of which is me, and you can reach me via email. It's in my bio, or you can simply jot down Jeff at safesecureretirement.pro. Hope to hear from you. Have a great day.